Hey everybody, what's happening? Son of a silver stacker here. In today's numismatic news and information for the 22nd day of November 2022, I'd like to welcome you over to APMEX so we can check out those spot prices. But before that, I'm going to welcome you over to Good Morning to You with Tiny Numismatics. That's going to be number 283. Starts this morning at 9:30 a.m. Eastern, 6:30 a.m. Pacific time. Now, one other additional thing, I'd like to give a huge shout out to all of our channel members. This would be a lot more challenging without your support. Thank you very much. Now, looks like gold is up 8.80 to 17.57.10. Silver is up 32 cents to 21.44. Platinum up 14.70 to 10.13.60. And palladium up 32.50 to 19.25.50. Everything's popping this morning, looks like. Now, speaking of popping, there's some great news out of the U.S. Mint for their bullion sales. And it looks like the United States Mint added 1.4 million American silver eagles to the 2022, November 2022 date. So that's huge. In fact, it's so huge that it's their third best month for the whole year. I think that's outstanding. And in addition to that, they pressed or struck 6,000 1-ounce American gold eagles. So there you go. Isn't that interesting? So that brings our total for the year to 15.9 million American silver eagles. I think that's great news. And speaking of great news, that proof set, well, not available right now. It's on remind me status. And that happened yesterday during the live stream. They went pretty quickly. In fact, they went in about 7 months, maybe 8 months. And that's pretty, not very typical behavior for a proof set for a flagship product for the United States Mint. And what that means is, well, it either A, has a very low mintage, lowest mintage since 1956, and it's the lowest mintage in the San Francisco proof era, starting in 1968. Well, the Mint could easily add maybe 10, 15, 20, 30, 40,000 more of these, but would they? I don't know. But maybe it gives us hope that they would, seeing how they struck 1.4 million American silver eagles for November. Now, let's go here. Wow, just amazing. So this is the American Innovation 2022 $1 coin reverse proof set, okay? This came in yesterday in the mail, opened it up, and wow, I just couldn't wait. So I want to tell you that Reliance yacht is spectacular in the reverse proof. I mean, just the rounded sail with the hard lines here. I mean, it just speaks to you. And the other one, I think that was really amazing and kind of struck me as amazing as well, like I said, is that Vermont snowboarding American Innovation coin. Not so much these two, but these two on the left. I think these are the two to own this year. The snowboarding coin and the Rhode Island Hershoff's Reliance yacht. And it's just remarkable, stunning devices, stunning backgrounds and fields. I mean, it's just wow. And if you did pick these up, I'm sure you know exactly what I'm talking about with those sails. So smooth, so round, just absolutely stunning. Beautiful coins, absolutely. Now, let's go to some more good news here. And this is out of coinworld.com. And there's an article by William T. Gibbs, came out November 21st. And the title is Monday Morning Brief for November 21st, November 21, 2022. Fewer complaints about the Mint. What? That's great news, right? Well, let's find out what they're talking about, because we know there are actually some complaints about the Mint that have already been voiced to Miss Ventris Gibson personally about the household order limits on the American Women Quarters being capped, right? All right, so other than that, what else is going on? Now, it says here, 2 years ago in this column published in the December 2020 monthly issue of Coin World, I commented on a few segments of a larger public statement made on November 18, 2020 by then Mint Director David J. Ryder regarding then recent mistakes the Mint had made in offering several numismatic products that year. Underlying the statement was the Mint's hope to do better in the future. Absolutely. There's nothing wrong with looking at yourself, doing some self-reflection, and redoubling your efforts to make a better outcome for the next time in the future. Now, it says here in referencing the Mint's projection for demand for one of that year's products, Ryder said this: "Most of the time, I think we're successful, but in the case of the World War II 75th anniversary products, we clearly underestimated demand." Again, the overall statement promised an effort by the Mint to do better. Well, that was in 2020, correct? Now, many Mint customers in 2021 disputed that things were better in that year. Demand exceeded supply for all the 2021 Morgan in-piece dollars and for many of the American Eagle numismatic products issued to mark the transition to new designs. Yeah, to many collectors, well, they went away unhappy as they were unsuccessful in purchasing their desired coins. In fact, quite often last year, we saw, and this is last year, 2021, I saw many comments that people said that they were done with the United States Mint, that they were never coming back. Absolutely. And that's just one of those things. And now, does Miss Ventris Gibson have an opportunity to drop the ball on the Morgan and Peace dollars for next year? Absolutely. Don't know if she is, because we definitely, if you look at those enrollments, or rather subscriptions for the Morgan and Peace dollars, they're still available. So the Mint is definitely has a different behavior than they did 2 years ago or a year ago when the Morgans dropped. So here we go. So how did the Mint do in 2022? Well, the year began with the announcement that due to silver planchet shortage, the promised 2022 Morgan and Peace dollars would not be produced, and that the next phase of the program would be resumed in 2023. Indeed, the Mint is already accepting subscriptions for the 2023 silver dollars, and they're still available. Some collectors complained that the Mint would not offer the 2022 coins, while others welcomed the decision and expressed hope that the 2021 coins be a one-and-done deal. Well, they didn't. They did get their wish for 2022, but they didn't get their wish because it's not a one and done. It looks like it's going to be an ongoing program for who knows how long. Isn't that interesting? Now it says here, I have detected less anti-mint feedback from readers this year. Sure, some products were oversold, and some customers found their initial orders for the 2022 American Women quarter dollars reduced to smaller quantities, and the silver planchet shortage has led to lower production of the American Eagle silver bullion this year. And I think one of the things about seeing these numbers for the bullion is that I think that it's going to keep the premiums, well, maybe not, it's not going to knock the premiums lower, but I think that there's not going to be as much upward pressure on the premiums, because we just got delivered almost 1.5 million American Silver Eagles here in November. So I think that's a good thing. I really do. I think that's going to keep the premiums from skyrocketing. Now, it says here, however, with some minor exceptions, there seem to be fewer instant sellouts in most lines. I received a lot fewer phone calls from angry readers immediately after our program launched in 2022 than I received in past years. Still, many readers believe that the Mint offers too many products, too many coins, metals, finishes, gimmicks like color and privy marks, and so on. Then again, some readers like the expanded product line. Absolutely. Now, it says here, the Mint now, see here, here's the thing. If those people feel that the Mint offers too many products, well, I'll tell you this. There are obviously 80 products for next year available, but there's only 50 product lines. So those additional 30 are coming from, 4 products for American Women quarters, 4 products for the American Innovation coins. So really, there's only 50 products available from the United States Mint for next year. This year, there was a good, 72? Before that, there was like 80, and before that was like 96. So the Mint's scope on their products is actually narrowing, and their production figures for their proof sets, their uncirculated sets, and their silver proof sets is also going lower as well. So it's really interesting to see the Mint kind of contract here in the last few years. Now, the Mint, under its new director, Ventris Gibson, reopened its public tours at the Philadelphia Mint and Denver Mint as fears over the vid diminished. For visitors for those 2 cities, that was welcome news. And wouldn't it be cool to go visit those? The Mint website seemed to operate with few major problems, an impression, again, based on the lack of complaints. And I do give the Mint limited props because of the fact that, let's face it, they did not, I believe they didn't turn on the anti-bot software for a few of the American Women quarter releases. And that was really disappointing because the PDS inventory went in, record time, like within 1-2 seconds. And I don't think any human is that fast unless they've got some kind of, superhuman something going on. Now, let's keep on keeping on. There's a really cool article also on Coin World, and this one is by Paul Gilks, and it's dated November 18, 2022, and it says CCAC approves design for the Ghost Army Congressional Gold Medal. And there was a lot of cool stuff going on here, folks, and they still do, the United States military still does Ghost Army type situations. Now, really cool article. I will leave a link in the description, and it's going to be really cool. Obviously, it's gold. It's definitely out of my wheelhouse, but it's really cool nonetheless. Very cool. And like I said, I'm going to leave a link in the description. And there was really key things that they did here. The narratives, they did visual deception, sonic deception, radio deception, and special effects. Effects? I think it's effects, special effects. Now, one thing to follow up that Ghost Army. Well, there's a legacy project, and this is about sonic deception, and it is a top secret World War II training film that has been, I guess the original film is in the National Archives in College Park, Maryland, and it has a link. Well, you can actually watch it right here. Official film from the War Department, and miscellaneous 1151 has all kinds of interesting stuff there. And that's it. There you go. So Ghost Army. Look, these are the half tracks with the sonic deception with the loudspeakers on them. You play those at night, and well, let's see here. You play them at night. This is it right here. Sonic deception. They played sound effects from powerful speakers mounted on half tracks to simulate sounds of units moving and operating through the night. Isn't that cool? So you can check that out. Like I said, they still do that. Isn't that amazing? Now let's head over to the plus ones. Now it says here, what are turkeys thankful for on Thanksgiving? Well, vegans, I hear. The Thanksgiving turkeys are thankful for vegans that day. But what does it matter? Now it says here, hope is the one thing that can help us get through the darkest of times. Absolutely. So guess what? You want to keep hope alive, because check this guy out. He is keeping it going. This guy's lost hope. You don't want to be that guy because he was so close. Look at that thin margin. That could have been victory right there, but you gave up. I'm sorry. Now let's head over here to 99.9395 KOI Go News Radio. This is the Crystal Method. Keep hope alive. And there's nothing wrong with keeping hope alive. So there it is, folks. I want to thank you all for watching. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you do like what you're hearing, please subscribe to the channel. It's free. Son of a Silver Stacker. Out.